been dry and warm today. We will see more of the same. John Elliott enjoying this nice weather at Sherwood House in Yonkers, and he's made his way outside. We saw the interior of this very, very cool property earlier today, John, but I know that there's an important fundraiser going on there today as well.
It's a fun fundraiser here at the Sherwood House. So the address is 340 Tuckahoe Road, but you got to be careful. You go to the McDonald's, you've gone too far. So this is Tuckahoe Road. Now, I just learned something. It was a guy named General George Washington who told all the tenant farmers along what used to be a pathway that became Tuckahoe Road to widen it because they needed a wider path for the infantry for the battle at White Plains. So that kind of gets your setting there. And then again, here's the actual Sherwood House. You come in here. We're going to go into the cottage in a bit. Before I do weather, I know where our light values are crazy. I was talking to one of the guys here. This is an old 8mm projector. I know 92% of the people even working on our show right now have no idea what this is, but that's an old film projector. So the vendor here, Ken, says people buy these for decoration. These are not bocce balls. These are actually very old, probably 60-year-old lawn bowling balls. And then come on around here, Vince. This, bonus points if you can figure out what this is. This is actually probably 75 years old. This is an old piece of exercise equipment, and it's basically an old rower. That was set like that. That's for your tail end, and then you would do that. I just found out there was a huge exercise equipment manufacturer in Yonkers, so you can see some of these old things. This is amazing. So, I mean, the flea market is not necessarily antiques, but it's awfully cool stuff. So anyway, flea market gets underway in about an hour here, and it's going to be warmer as you walk away with your deals. So here we go. It's going to be hot. It's going to be humid today. Get ready for another summer-like day with bright skies and dry conditions today right through Tuesday. It's Tuesday night where we're going to see some rain, and then after this front pushes through, there's that chance where we're going to see, again, some frost and freeze conditions later in the week, and it's going to be a big change as far as what you're feeling. Chances for rain, significant. 70% by Wednesday morning. That's really going to be the period where you could see an issue slow down. I would factor in some extra time if you've got a flight or if you've got a very important appointment. Just factor in a little extra time Wednesday morning. Speaking of the almanac, though, the normal high is 69. We're going for 83. This isn't record-breaking, but we could tie a couple of records around the area. Sun sets tonight at 6:31. I'm loving the sun right now, but so long, sun. Do you know in 4 weeks the sun sets at 10 minutes to 5? Yeah, I know it's a sign of the season, but it feels like summer today, so hopefully you can get out there and enjoy it. It's practically a repeat as far as what we were seeing yesterday. So if you're going to try to check out some color, a little road trip up into the Hudson Valley and you'll see it. It's nice and dry today as well. Pace yourself, a little extra water. You're going to be feeling the heat today and tomorrow. Near repeat 83, and then you're at 80 tomorrow. Still dry for much of Tuesday. Tuesday night, though, turns wet, and that's when we're going to see that chance of the rain we need filling in, and then much cooler by the end of the week. I want to welcome back in Lauren. Lauren, by the way, the early reviews are in. Everybody's loving your appearance on TV. So the vendors pay you a fee, and then people they make the money they make. How important is this fundraiser for the Yonkers Historical Society?
Well, this is one of several fundraisers that we have throughout the year, but the vendors are basically making a contribution to the organization, and that will keep our newsletter going, and of course ultimately maintenance of the buildings and so on.
So you not only you maintain the building, but you curate a lot of other donations, right?
Yes, we have our all of our archives are in a remote location. They're not kept here. They're kept in a not a climate control, but in a safe environment.
And
there we have photographs, very old books, books, newspaper articles, ephemera, all kinds of things that we are in the process right now of digitizing, which is another fascinating project. But we are keeping all of the records for the whole city of Yonkers in our archives.
This is so cool. We'll talk more about that. We're going to take a tour of the cottage too. But anyway, what time does it start? The flea market?
It begins at 10 a.m.
10 a.m. So again, it's fun stuff. It's a flea market. They're going to be set up. Parking's kind of tight, but you can park across the street as well. We'll see what other little treasures we can find, and also show you how you can help by maybe stocking some stuffers with some gifts from the Sherwood House as well. But right now, we'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
John, Doug and I want to see you using that antique rower in your next hit.
Yeah, let's get it out of the box and see if it's ready for prime time. And I believe, John, it was Washington who said, if you get to the McDonald's, you've gone too far, right? That was
Yeah, you've gone too far.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a well-known quote. Thank you, John. We appreciate it.